You think you're being intuitive. You think the cards are giving you clarity. But when you read tarot for yourself, you're not getting truth. You're getting a carefully edited version of reality, filtered through your own bias. Self-readings aren't intuitive. They're delusional. And here's why. Hi, I'm Paul, and this is Tarot Logic, an analytical approach to intuitive reading. When you read for yourself, you're both the reader and the querent. That means you're asking the question, pulling the cards, and interpreting the results, all from the same mental state. Your brain doesn't want truth. It wants comfort. It wants an answer that confirms what you already believe or hope. Psychologists call this confirmation bias, the tendency to only notice information that supports your existing beliefs. Tarot readers aren't immune. In fact, self-readers are the worst offenders. When you're emotionally invested in the outcome, you can't read the cards objectively. If you want something to happen, you'll see signs that it will. If you fear something will happen, you'll see warnings in every spread. Your emotional state contaminates the reading, and your interpretation bends to match your mood. This isn't intuition. It's projection. Cognitive science shows that humans are pattern-making machines. When stressed, our brains become even more desperate to create meaning, especially meaning that soothes us. That's why, in self-readings, the scary cards suddenly aren't that bad, and the good cards become definitive proof your wish is coming true. You're literally neurologically wired to distort the message. The secret isn't to stop using tarot. It's to stop being your own interpreter. When you work with another reader, they become your bias filter. They can hold the space, stay objective, and challenge the parts of the message you're trying to skip over. Even better, a skilled reader will pull you toward the uncomfortable truth, the part you'd never willingly explore on your own. Years ago, I was trying to decide whether to leave a toxic job. Every time I read for myself, I saw reasons to stay, cards that looked like stability, opportunity, and growth. Later, when I asked another reader, they saw 10 of Swords, Tower, and 8 of Cups, clear indicators that it was time to leave. I realized I had been cherry-picking meanings that would keep me safe in the short term and stuck in the long term. Self-readings aren't useless, but you have to treat them as explorations, not verdicts. Use them to reflect, not decide. Ask questions like, what am I not seeing? Instead of, will I get what I want? Journal your spread and revisit it later when you're less emotionally charged. That's how you turn a self-reading from delusion into insight. Tarot's job is to tell you the truth, but truth doesn't always feel good. If you're reading for yourself, remember, you are the easiest person to lie to. Not because you're dishonest, but because your brain is built to protect you from discomfort. So, if you want the real message, get another reader involved. Or be ready to call yourself out when you start twisting the cards to fit your narrative. If this episode challenged you, subscribe to Tarot Logic. We're here to strip away illusions, even the ones you create for yourself. Until next time, read with clarity, read with structure, and always read with logic.